Okay, what's up, guys? So it's your boy Pleb. So I just watched a video from Darkskin Gaming. Now I just watched Darkskin Gaming video. Amplify nerf Lost Vein confirmed. Okay, So for everyone who has Derieri, okay, let me just show it to you right here, okay. So I don't know if they are nerfing Amplify because Netmarble, they cannot do that, okay? First of all, any character on JP has to remain the same on global. So on global, like Derieri, she gets, when you use her buffs, when you use the, let me just go into a death match, okay? Let me go into just some event real quick. Special dungeon. So let's just go into this right here. Okay. Okay, so right here. So I'm going to show it right here. Make sure the auto's off. Okay, auto's off. Okay, so right here. Okay, media is good. Okay, there we go. So we don't buff up their area, okay? Right here. Increases base stacks for 20 turns. Okay, do this. And then we're just going to do this. We want to try to get a level 3 buff off. Okay. So this also goes for Arthur too. Anyone who has basically Amplify or buffs, this goes for same. So then I'm going to do this. Okay. Bro, just give me, okay? Just give me. I'm just going to do, okay, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then I'm just going to do this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, he survived, not a big deal. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of, these right here. I'm going to get rid of this. Boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, give me a rank up. Thank you. So this is what we don't do. We don't do this. And we don't do this. Okay, then we don't rank up Arthur. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly what I am talking about, because this is something that Netmarble cannot do. Okay, in any gacha games. Okay, so whether it's, let's say for example, Dokkan, right? Dokkan, they release a character on JP, right? When that character comes to the global version of Dokkan, that character has to remain the same. They cannot change the skills. They cannot nerf the character. They cannot do anything to the character. The character has to remain the same as the JP version. So that goes for any gacha game. Whether it's like when a character comes to the JP version of a gacha game, and then it comes to the global version, it has to remain the same. They cannot nerf the character. They cannot change the skills, how the skills work. That is something they can't do. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so right here. So let's do this. So right here, on his level 3 buff, remove debuffs from all allies. Increase basic stats by 30% and grants debuff immunity for 3 turns. Okay. Derieri, same thing. Increase basic stats by 50% for 3 turns and gains evasion for 1 turn. Okay? Now, on her ultimate, her Amplify, increases amplify damage dealt 30% by that. So right here, we don't buff her, do this. So you see the icons right there, you're getting all the buffs. You see those icons? Okay. So when you have the buffs up, the icons are above your head. Okay. So right there. So we don't do, let's do this. And let's do this. Okay, same thing right here. Even on Arthur's level 2. On his 2, you get, basically he removes debuffs and you get like the buffs. You get the attack, you get the health buff, you get all of that. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so right there. So I showed you exactly what the character, like what it does, okay? So when you have the buff for Arthur and Derieri, you have the icons above you. You have the attack and defense and HP buff. So that's 3 buffs. Now, I watched Darkskin's video. Is basically his video was this right here, and this is sort of a little bit warning because this right here will piss a lot of people off, and this is something that they can't do. And if they do this, they are going to get a lot of backlash because they cannot do this. Because on JP, Derieri and Red Arthur or anyone with that has Amplify, has evasion, has buffs, or any of that stay the same. JP has not changed those characters, haven't nerfed those characters. So the global team cannot do this. Right here it says Amplify nerf, lost vein confirmed. And this right, let's just look at this. Maybe people are getting this confused. Maybe Dark Skin Gaming is jumping to conclusions first. But this is a little bit worrying. Okay. Unaffected by blah blah blah. Okay. Week 1, we look at week 1 rules. September, the first week of September, increased crit chance by 20% per hero. And this is definitely Lost Vein. I'm 100% sure we are getting Lost Vein. Because, yeah, the season rule is Lost Vein. But here's the thing. If they nerf Amplify, if they nerf Derieri, Arthur, and all of that, but they don't nerf Lost Vein Meliodas, then they are definitely just doing pay to win at that point. They only care about the whales. But they cannot do that. They cannot nerf a character because in JP, the character has not been nerfed. The character has to stay the same as the JP version. Okay, so heroes with Engraven, Arthur, Deldry, and Arden. Arthur is getting, Engraven, so that's awesome. Okay. System improvement. So this is system improvement. The 3 separate buff effects and animation. Okay, so the 3 separate buff effect animations. So the animation, as you see in the game, when you are using Arthur's buff or you're using Derieri's buffs, you have the icons above you. That's the animation. So it tells you like above the character. The 3 separate buff effect animations for the basic stats: attack, defense, HP, have been combined into one animation. Not the 3 blue icons. So not the 3 blue icons. The 3 separate buff effect animations for the basic stats attack, defense, HP have been combined into one animation. So from what I'm reading this is that basically the animation is going to be combined into one. So it's, I don't know, we have to see. But maybe what people are looking at this wrong is they are thinking, oh, they're going to nerf. They're taking away the buffs that, you know, that they get, like the attack, defense, HP. But I think they are they aren't nerfing it. I think what they're doing is to, you know, to save space. Because, you know, it's just they are making it into one animation. That has to be what it means. So we have to see, because right here, right, we are going to be, let's look at the JP version, okay? On the JP version, let's look at the characters. Okay, so let's look at Arthur, right? This is for JP. I'm on the Grain Cross database, okay? So, we look at Arthur. Basically, on his rank 3, he removes debuffs from all allies. Increase basic stats by 30%. So, basic stats means HP, attack, and defense, okay? Then we look at Derieri on JP. This is the JP Grain Cross database. This same thing. Increase basic stats by her rank 3. Increase basic stats by 50% for 3 turns and gains evasion for 1 turn. So this is JP. Netmarble. I keep saying this. Netmarble. They cannot. I repeat, they cannot nerf the character on global. They have no right to nerf the character on global. The character, you know, they can do anything else. They can release any character they want. They can release any banner they want, okay? But the one thing that global gacha games cannot do, and they have to remain the same, is how a character works. So if the character is different, because this is sort of like the Red King fiasco, okay? If you remember the Red King fiasco with his passive, right? They released Red King, and they misinterpreted the passive, right? They made people think, oh, he did this in PvP when he did not do that in PvP. Compared to the JP version, they cannot change the character. The character has to, the skills and everything has to remain the same. So, guys, don't freak out. We have to wait until they do the patch notes. System improvements. System improvements, what I think this means is they're probably improving the system. So, like, you know, like all the stuff when you're in the game, all the animation and stuff and all of that, right? Probably some people don't play on a high-end phone, so some people probably play on an older phone, right? So all those animations, all of that is probably like using up so much power and so much space, right, for the system and for your phone, that what they're doing to make it easier on your phone and make it easier on devices, instead of, you know, like the animation, you know, like being like, you know, above your head or the icon, it says they're not 3 blue icons, right? But what they're doing is probably toning down the animation, because it says the 3 separate buff effect animations for the basic stats, attack, defense, HP have been combined into one animation. So what they probably mean is, let's just go back, is, okay, so let's go back into here. Let's just go back, you know, because it's a little bit worrisome. But I want to like break this down. You know, I don't want people freaking, right? So let's do this, okay? So right here, we do Derieri's level 2, right? Let's do this, okay? Okay, so right here, same right here. So what we're going to do is her level 3, right? So we're going to do this. Okay, so right here, you saw the animation, right? So you see all the blue icons right there. So what they're probably doing is for all of those icons above your head. So you see the defense, you see the attack, and you see the HP. They're probably, what they're doing for the animation is they are turning it into one animation. So you don't have all these icons, right? So you just have one blue icon, right? Instead of having all these icons above your head, you will just have one blue icon above your head, and it will just be, and that one icon will be the attack, defense, and HP. So they're just toning down the animation. That's what I think they're doing. Guys, I don't think they're nerfing and, you know, Amplify. I don't think they're nerfing Derieri or Arthur or any of that, because they cannot do that. The global team will get a lot of backlash. A lot of backlash because people summoned for Derieri because of how she works in JP. On JP, she does the exact same thing. She's a nuker. She on her skill, she gets attack, defense, HP. She increases her stats. So that's how she works in JP. People summon for her because she's one of the hardest hitting units. So they cannot nerf her. They cannot nerf Arthur. They cannot do that. Because a lot of backlash, they will get a lot of backlash. So guys, just the system improvements, it doesn't mean they are nerfing her. We have to wait, okay? So the maintenance is tonight, and you know, we just have to wait, okay? So don't freak out. It's your boy Pleb Nation. Peace out.